Okie dokie. Got some kind of difficult work ahead of us. Yeah. I really don't know how to do any of this. It does seem like there are some properties we should set. You know? Okay, editor on maybe. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing. Okay. So let me see. Am I able to click anywhere? On the skeleton. So those... it's all a little confusing. I brought this one in here so I could see what the program wants me to make the data like, you know? But that does not mean I understand it. So over here, let's say, turn those things on. And okay. Golly. So we're going to add an element, new VRM spring bone, and then we will say, well, do both of these just have the same comment? They do, okay, that's fine. Okay, so the bone list is the first thing to look at. Size is 3. And it says end bone may be left blank. So we want to do now that's appeared. We want to check what the bones are called. I'm basically just going to be going through and copying properties for the most part. You know? Alright, here. So it's let's start L. Has that gone and done it? Oh, it has! Look! They moved the thing! Haha. Okay. That means that's correct. Is that correct, though? I think this can't be... It doesn't seem to like that very much. Oh, it's body, not, made. Okay. And even though the end bone can be left blank, I think setting it anyway could be good. For this. Hang on, no. Okay, we do want that there. Even if it causes things to go a little wonky. Okay, it's a good thing we checked update and edit. So this is what we're doing for most of today. Is we're editing these spring bones in order to get these things working. And we should double check. Can I open up a second inspector? I don't think so. But it'll be fine. Yeah, so it's bust, body, and that's good. Okay, so now let's look at the spring setting. So we have 0.75, 0.5, or 0.05. Let's try doing something. Okay. Alright, and then hit radius. 0 to 1. Okay, you see there, we've gone from those. And then gravity scale is 0 there. But if we look here, gravity is 1. Okay, so we could put this to a number between 0 and 1. Put at 5. Okay. 4. Alright. 3. 2. 1. Okay. Awesome. That is great news. I do think since we can set the gravity direction ourselves, right? 0.99. Hi, Ines. Stream is just started. So like this. Yeah. Maybe like 0.01. We really don't want to be changing all that much. And then this one just can go to -1. Okay. So we've got this and this. Look at the curved joint bone set. And there's nothing on any of those. Wonderful. I'm always asking but never contributing. I'm sure they will at some point. Center bone for them is the root. Okay, so what's the frame of reference by default here? Center bone is one that I should have. Technically, I didn't set a root node, which I should have for the bones. We can do hips. That should work fine. Let's see. Okay, we might need to edit the gravity more. To get really small. Like we don't want it to be that extreme. Okay. That should be good. I wonder if there's a way to... Okay. What I'm gonna want to do, probably, is... So what I want to do is save this. Right? And then it should pop up with a thing to help me save it. Or not, I guess. Alright, so where's it gonna pop up? Hello. I thought it was gonna be Rhino. Rhino's usually the one meowing, but cool that you found that, Kenny. Hey! Hello! Smile! Smile, tongue out. You would never meow? Oh golly, I don't know what to believe anymore. Wait, here's what I do, I think. I think I go right click and say app. Okay? So I make a new folder. And we call this Spring Bone. Yeah, you did make it tonight. That's pretty awesome. You know? So now... Wait, where'd it go? No, it's not. So if I save this as now... Oh, it is in there, okay. Oh, okay. Full load. Do this one. We can do the same one again, except now we will make this unique. So here, boneless, and here we'll change this one to be on the right. Okay. I promise it won't be this extreme when it's actually done. I'm just copying over these, and they tend to jiggle a lot when you're resetting physics, because they're having to calibrate exactly where everything goes. They start from their default position and then begin to fall into their resting position. Okay. Remember the guy? I wouldn't know. I just assumed they were a child one way or another, you know? Anything else I should know at this point? Yeah, those. Okay. I think... Okay, this will be tricky. Here's the thing. Okay, cool. I should actually check on this skeleton. Okay. Also, hey there, love. You're adorable for that. So what I'm gonna want to happen, I don't know if it's gonna be a spring bones thing, because that's different. But I want to have what I had in Blender, where it'll sort of sway back and forth. You know? It might end up being more of an animation kind of thing. You know, where I animate their positions. That'll be fine. I'm not worried. The biggest thing today is that we figured out the spring bones. At least a little. So we're going to... here are base. Okay. And then... Where is it? Okay, it's there. It's just the most teensy-beansy thing you've ever seen in your life. Okay, that's fine. That shouldn't make a difference. Let me see what's next. We have cat ear 1 and cat ear 2 on. Oh, 50. So this one, I don't think we're going to want to use the same template for. I'm gonna actually check what they have on. Yeah, stiffness 1.5. Alright. So I'll leave cat here. Boneless is going to have let's double check that. So it's ear R base to start. Yeah, and then here are base. And there's no more errors, so that's good. And then spring settings, we want stiffness at 1.5, drag at 0.5, right? 1.505, okay. 0.05. And hit radius 0.021. And gravity, gravity scale here is 0, huh? Let's make this very small instead. Alright. So they should be just a little bit floppy now, I think. And then frame of reference between the signs as well. Golly, this is really going to be wacky, huh? I can't really know how well the physics work until I test it proper. Technically I think put into the scene here. Yeah, so that's updating there. I wonder if I run this scene. I wonder if this will actually show me how the physics look. It's hard to say. Produce all of those tracks. That is going to be fine. I will fix it later. Okay, it seems like it'll be good now. Yeah. So then we want to copy this one, so we'll save as. We'll add an element, and this one will be quick load at here. Then we will make unique. And it'll start out being exactly the same, but we can just change it to L and L. Golly, the way these are just being completely uncooperative with how I'd like them to be. Okay, so we have those now. What's this? Upper arm, huh? Interesting. Why do you need upper arm? I don't think I need all that. We're going to try doing it without it. The only one I might want is a hair. Right? Let me check if I have... They should have, like, one hair bone, I think. You know? Yeah, hair M. We're going to go back here. We're going to add one. Move on. And this one is called hair. Boneless is going to be add element hair M. Let me double check on that. That is in fact called hair M. Yeah, hair underscore M. Then this actually doesn't lead anywhere. So let me just try head, and then what? Okay, so that's not it. There, M. Hey, look, it kind of works. I don't know why it insists on going like that, though. Golly. What did you guys choose for your hair? 0.411, huh? Oh, hey, Maglail. Things are a little strange right now. I don't know why the hair is doing that. Little odd, little strange. So, 1. It will be same. Very strange indeed. We'll say 0.01. I think it might have something to do with the property I saw on the bone. Let me see. If I look here, bone metadata, nothing. Okay, right? I'm supposed to be able to modify it. Whoopsies. Oh. And it shouldn't make a difference to put it downwards like that. On. Yeah. That'll be fine, probably. I want to double check that. No, nothing strange about it. But yeah, something up with the hair. I think I broke it in Blender. Thing. You know? It'll be fine. Okay, so we're also going to need to define some colliders, it looks like. Eventually. Once we get all this other spring bones up. Top. Upper arm. Let me see what the ones there are called. Right? Upper arm. Trying to find the ones that are, you know, the skirt. I might just have to give up on do that and just do it myself with no help at all. Here's your first bone. Let's see what my bones look like for this skirt. Probably is not above there. Okay, yeah, dress north, south, east, west. North skirt. And then boneless is gonna have 2 in it, and it's going to say north. Okay. Spring setting. Oh, wait a second. No, that doesn't matter for the gravity. Okay. The moment I thought I might be trying to go up because of that, but no, it works normally, like you'd expect it. So stiffness, we probably want this to get like whatever we put for here. Put 0.75 there. Okay. Probably going to want this at like 0.5. Oh golly, that's not looking great, huh? Hit radius 0.01. Gravity scale is 0.01. You know what's up there, but should be fine. Wait, look at that. The hair does move. Weirdly, but it does move. Let me just put it upwards. So, one thing I might have neglected to mention is that even though this is, like, the final steps of it, once I get everything working in here, I'm going to go back to Blender for optimizations, because this is gonna have to do a lot of, like, my computer's gonna have to do all this plus whatever game I'm playing. I play games like Baldur's Gate 3. So however many polygons I can get rid of, basically, I'm going to. Like, for example, this apron has a bunch I can get rid of on the back, and then I can fuse it to the skirt, and that should make some space clear up. And then the entire body that is behind the dress, I can get rid of, which will be a ton of space removed. So basically just keep, like, below the cutoff there. And then everything else underneath the dress will just be not there to save on space. And that'll make things better. We'll save this as dress. We'll add upload dress. Looks beautiful. I'm glad you think so. I a little eensy beensy amount disagree. Because I am very self-critical. Let's say south there. And then everything else there. Okay, that. Yeah. Load. This one can be. Oh, whoops. Not. Oh, we'll just make these all say skirt. Right? But then we need to make each of these other pretty unique. And this. We'll say peace. Say those. West. And then south. This one will still say north, right? Okay. Wait, hang on. They all seem to be working except for that one, which appears to not be there at all. So we have north, we have south, we have north again, we want east. Alright, now we should have all four. Yeah, it won't be the most pretty thing in the world, but especially once I change how all that looks. There we go. Yeah, so that should. Oh, we also have spring bones for this little thing. And we need to say new, it'll be ahobe, and let me double check how big it is. So it's a 3, okay. So we can do base, mid, end, right? So, go. And Uh-huh. Let's bring settings. Stiffness, probably bring it up, right? 10 sounds reasonable. Oh wait, hang on. Let's also make sure hit radius 0.02. Now they're the same size. I kind of think I should make gravity go inwards like that by default. You know? Or maybe even like so maybe it should be forward on X or forward on Z. Then -1 on Y. And we will say 0.5 on. Then we will mess with these values, particularly this one. Oops, let me feel like this up. What have I been doing for drag force today? 1. Drag force was 1 there, but on the hair here, 0.4. We will say 4. And then down here we will also say 0.4. Tricky thing is, I would like let's put this at like 5. So it's important that it's very clearly visible above the head. Even at 10 maybe. We'll test on it. Right, see if that's good. At 10, it doesn't move like at all. It's gotta be below 10. Let's try 5. Hang on. Okay, not bad. Let me see if I can. I think less thickness. So we'll try 0.5. Wait, no, 2.5. Right? Then we'll say gravity direct default. I think it does need to be unit vector, maybe? Let me see how this goes. That works. Any other spring bones I feel I would need to think about? The spring bones should be the ones in white here. Golly, oh, there's a second page as well. I'm out of water already. That sucks. Okie dokie. So I think we've got all like spring bones out of them. I don't think we're going to need more of them. But you know what I could do? I could remove that element, right? I can reset all these things just for testing. Oh, except not the hit radius. We'll add an element, call this also a holiday. And the bone list here, let's say, is a holiday. And what? Unless that can go there. Up here I have this. Okay, well, it doesn't matter much. Actually, let me just undo until I get back the way it was. Oh, hello! Little Ollie Unofficial. Hi, welcome back. I'll give you your shout out. Just as you deserve. As you can see, we're working on VTuber model. It's going alright. We're working on physics bones, which are pretty interesting so far. Then, suppose that's not. I don't know if I need too much else for the spring bones. However, next is collider groups. I'm tempted to. How can you do this? Give an innocent 3D model a spooky, scary skeleton. Listen, it's necessary. Otherwise, they won't be able to move. You know how it is. Let me see. So, collider groups. I don't really know how any of these things work. I'm just doing my best with it all. Unfortunately, I do. Carry on. Oh, I see you know the struggles of 3D modeling. Alright, let's see. I expand this. Do I get to... Yeah, okay. So it looks to me as though... Bone attachment 3D is what that is. And I made one myself, it seems. Okay, so that should be fine. If I add an element into the collider group, we have one for the head. Oh, and I see that's the bone we're attaching. So I better make sure mine's called head. Yes. Okay. And it's offset. What should the radius be for one? Radius is 0.105. Okay. Then is capital. I don't think we need anything particular in the resource. Doesn't seem like it. I don't see it at all anywhere. Or maybe no, it doesn't seem as though I'm able to see this right now for some reason. How odd. We'll put this at like radius 1 maybe? Or maybe 10. Just so we can see it. You can't make me do a trick. What are you talking about? I'm the one who did. What's your trick there, you silly Grace? I don't get it at all. Let me put that back there. Very silly, you know. I'm a little confused, I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't know how these work. I'm gonna hope that it doesn't actually matter, and I don't actually need it. Right? It could be that I need the Collider library. That could be it. Because I don't see what else it could do. It just seems like they're the same thing. It's a little odd. Allow me. We'll put this back. Then we'll add something in the Collider library. Put that there. 405. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe it's inside the mesh somewhere. It doesn't seem like it. Huh. Alright. Then, yeah, I don't know what these are for, and I'm gonna hope I don't need them. Because colliders, like... Colliders shouldn't be very necessary for my purposes. You know? Especially since, what if I want to be able to put my hand to the face? That could be a good thing not to have. Is the look offset good? That should just be between the eyes, right? Yeah, and it is, and it is. Okay. Then we have those things. The new bone map, I think. Okay, does this one have a bone map? Bone map, huh? Really? Where would I find the bone? Okay, it says it's somewhere in here. Right? .tc, bone map. So I'm wondering... Oh? It seems like this automatically populated. Okay, that's good. Uh-huh. Core version, export version. Okay, so it doesn't seem like that's something I need to worry about. Spring bone setting. Update secondary fit. No description. Great. What's this do? Maybe I test it on mine. Stable colliders is on anyway, so don't matter. Default spring bone center is going to be here, I suppose. I guess we'll go like that. And then... yeah. Okay. Then the question becomes, how does one export it? Right? Oh? Okay, looks like that breaks it. Okay. Do I need colliders active for spring bones to work properly? No, change. I did make a default spring bone center. That might have something to do with it. Yeah, okay. So we go scene, export as VRM. Doesn't tell me anything. For experiment. Save. Okay, so we got some errors. Condition outroutes is empty is not true. Okay. We're looking for... Hang on. So, constructing a GD script instance, method 1, expected 1 called it 0. Skeleton, general skeleton, missing required human bone, left, upper left. Okay. Head bone attachment with child with office. Yes. I have that though. Alright. Let's look at some of these. Oh, this is the hard part. It's figuring out how to get all these things to work, right? We're going to look for core, or I guess we search for variant. No? Darn. So, we need to rename the bones, maybe. Right, because we definitely have left leg, you know? Just that it's called left upper lower, not called left upper left. Okay. Let me Google it. Because I'm pretty sure the VRM format has required names for all the bones. So let's see. VRM format, bone name. Here we go. VRM specification. So, yeah, we have hips and spine. Okay. So we do have hips, spine, chest, upper chest, and is it, I don't know if it counts like that. Can I rename these things? I don't think I'm able to change the name of things here in Godot, huh? What's bone metadata look like? Okay, so we're able to add, I understand. Alright. How to edit. How to edit general skeleton GIF. So I don't know how to do that. Edit a custom skeleton profile, same thing. Okay, no, enough. Darn. I hate ChatGPT. Okay, so it seems like no, you cannot. Rename bone. Change name of bone and skeleton. The only way of setting is to create a new mesh or adding custom buff. Rename the bones in blank. That's annoying. Okay. So it looks like a lot of the same sort of errors after that. So before duplicate, mission outroots is empty. Solve. Control. So there's a parse error here. I wish I could look at these files. Cannot open this file, employee VRM.scene, because it failed to duplicate, I think. Failed loading resource. Sure, it's been open process. Okay. And it can't do that because of this process. Okay. Well, technically speaking, we don't care about those import statements down here. So down here there are some import statements because it's trying to actually, you know, allow you to use the file that was generated. But we don't care so much about that just now. We want to make sure the export works. If I scroll up to, so we have these here. Translation. So, is inside, not inside tree, is true. They're constructing a DD script instance, mesh instance 3D, initialized. Method expected one argument but called with 0. Odd. Don't know why that is. Hi! What's up, Luna? Hope you're doing well. As you can see, I'm working on my model. It's going okay. You know, some things, I don't understand these errors very well. Like, P index is out of bounds. Looks good, thank you. Oh, and it's arrayed as well, thank you. Very kind of you. Let's give you a shout out, why don't we? Oh, hi Nama. Hope you're doing well. Oh, and I see Magla Elf brought you over. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong. The only things I can find for certain right now are that the VRM format requires certain bones to be named certain things. So you'll see over here for me, I have left leg, but here it says left upper leg is what that one should be called. Hi Sally! Hope you're all doing great. The gang's all here, huh? Yeah. So, I can't say for sure whether that's the problem or not. But, I mean, maybe. I'm gonna save all of these things. Hold on, so this one. That's... Okay, so... Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I save all of these so I don't have to mess with them later. Because they should be basically the same. I'm gonna save as E2. Address, and then save as 2. And then direct 3. Save as direct 4. Like, really, the physics aren't anything special. You can see it just kind of moves back and forth a little bit. And you'll notice, there's some clipping going on in the skirt. That's a temporary problem. I'm just going to... Mental Martyr as well, golly. Everyone's here today, huh? Hey, Mental Martyr. Let me see if I can give you a shout out. It might be too soon after Luna's gotten here, huh? Mental Martyr, shout out. Oh, but it did work. Wonderful news. What was I about to say? I forgot. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna see if it helps to go back into Blender. Yeah, hello friends. Grace, you got your work cut out for you. Make sure they behave. You might actually have to do mod work today. So yeah, I'm opening up Blender. so I can rename all the bones, right? Because yeah, merged mesh is what we want. And we'll save this one again. Expression merged meshes. Or we'll say rename bones, final expression, merge. It's nice to name my files things that make sense, you know? So if I ever need to go back to a different step of the process before I did a certain thing, like if I ruined everything, then I have a backup, basically. Now I've done that, I basically just got to go here and make sure that everything's named properly. Because, yeah. I wonder if they have anything specified for... None of these are required, luckily, that's nice. But, yeah, some of these things are required. If I select... Hang on, let me select the arm here. If I go here... Okay, so things do kind of get completely messed up if I move that one. That's fine, I think. So, really unfortunate thing is I had hoped that the tail moving around like this was going to stay in Godot, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to remake it. But anyways, that's not the main point right now. We are going to have to go object. We'll look at the armature. So we have hip, spine, chest. Well, we'll also rename them to be lowercase, just in case, you know? To make sure we're following the naming convention. Right? Upper chest, neck. And then head. So that's all correct. Then it's left eye like that. And right eye. And then jaw. I guess we can technically call this one jaw. Because it does do mouth moving things, right? If I move the jaw, you can see the mouth moves around. Do they have any specifications for the hair? It doesn't. Okay, that's fair enough. That's not necessarily a guarantee. So, yeah, I can leave those as they are as well. And these two. I don't need that to be hair M. I can just call that hair. Then, we'll have left shoulder and right shoulder. Right shoulder. Should be able to close down those. And then upper arm and lower. And that's left upper arm. Upper arm. Left lower arm. Then left hand. Okay, so that's thumb. Okay. I'm imagining these just go closest to farthest, because I don't know what a metal metacarpal is. That can make any. So that's left thumb metacarpal is what that's meant called. So we'll call this left thumb. Right? Right. This will be left. Left index proximate. Okay. So it seems like the only one that's called. Hang on, let me make sure that the format is. Okay, so it's only the thumbs that get the metacarpal name. And then the other ones, so we have proximal, little proximal. Okay. So then we have left index proximal, then left middle proximal, and then left ring proximal. Then we have left little proximal. Right? We have index proximal, middle proximal, ring proximal, and little proximal. Okay. Cool. And then this is left little intermediate. Left little distal it was called? Yes. Okay. Hello, Paris Online every day. That's a fun name. Right now I'm renaming bones to make sure, like, absolutely certain that they're complying with VRM format. Because over in Godot, we're getting a lot of errors down here, you'll see. So I'm trying to do what I can to make that not happen. And I don't actually know how, other than by just making this a little more compliant with that. What game are you making? And I'm a game developer too. So right now I'm actually making a new model for myself. A 3D VTuber model, because I have this one here. And I'm making a new one. So that's what I'm trying to do. I am also working on a game or two, but those aren't what I'm working on just today. It's all about the VTuber model, right? So, yeah. Let's see. So we'll call this left ring immediate and left ring distal. Left middle intermediate and left middle distal. Making a 2D pixelated RPG platformer called Epdoria. We're working on for 2 or 3 weeks. That's pretty cool. What can you tell me about it? Because I'd love to hear a bit more. Because obviously being an RPG and a platformer on its own is interesting. What sort of platforming is it? Is it like Celeste platforming, Mario platforming, Jump Knight platforming? There's a lot of things I'm curious about. So after metacarpal, there's proximal and distal. Okay. Yeah. So that's left proximal, and then left distal. Okay, so that should be everything on the left hand, and in fact the left arm. I'll leave these two out and the rest of these so I can see how they're supposed to look. So this one here is going to be right upper arm. And then right lower arm. The lower left is a dragon protecting the heart of the earth. The heart of the earth in the earth's core. Now the dragon for some reason turned against himself. So he's trying to destroy the earth's heart, and now the earth is infested with harmful creatures. That's pretty interesting. Hope it goes well. And then, right hand. What kinds of progress have you made? Because obviously there's a lot of things to do. So we'll start here with the, right, little mix of light fantasy and dark fantasy. Interesting. Right, little proximal. Right, little intermediate. Right, little pistol. Okay. I should probably be making certain that these are the ones I think they are. That is that. So we have right ring, proximal, right ring intermediate, and right ring distal. We've got the middle. We have right middle. Proximal is first. I think you deserve a follower. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I do a lot of fun things around here. If you ever think I should add something or change something up, then you just let me know, because I'm happy to change things around. Like my bot that I'm running. You know, where it's the terminal. You can see here, I made this bot myself. It doesn't actually show you very well, but this is just output from it. Couple, not necessarily errors, just warnings. Because technically it doesn't love the way... Was that Pokemon me? Yeah, so, let me see. If I go over to my Q&A section of my Discord... Where did I put it? Oh, FAQ. So if you look at the top left corner of chat, if you're on mobile that is, then you tap the little extensions button, and then you can click on stream avatars, and then that's how you can choose which one you look like. Here. While you look around at that, I need to take a quick little break. Sorry if it's very sudden. I've been doing this for an hour, and my water is empty, and it has been empty for like half an hour, and that means I am very thirsty. So I'm gonna have to be right back on you. Meow. Yep, that's me. I'm back. Hello, hello. Am I forgetting anything? Probably. I'm a very forgetful person. Meow. I forgot you get 300 just for a following. 300 to 500, however it is. Very fun. I hope that the meowing is to your liking. I was about to double check the VRM specifications. So I've just done the right middle proximal, so we'll do right middle intermediate. And the right middle distal. And here we've got the indexing. That's right index proximal. Then right index intermediate. And lastly, right index distal. Okay. The thumb one was interesting, I remember. So it goes right thumb metacarpal. Right? Yeah. And then it just skips from proximal to distal. That's right thumb proximal. And right distal. Okay, so that should be the thumb, or the right hand, and that should be both arm strength. So I'm going to have to double check what the VRM specification outline for the legs are. So meow. Grace was the one who suggested ages ago that I should meow immediately when I see the redeem instead of finishing my sentence first. Now you're just having fun. Uh-huh. I bet. I'm glad you're having fun, because that's what I like to have today. Here, leg. It goes upper leg, lower leg, foot, toe. Alright. Luckily, toes isn't the required one, so it shouldn't matter that I do them differently. Because I don't have toes the same. They are paws. So fewer of the things. Let's see. We're going to need... So, from top of left leg, that's left upper leg. Now. Oh, not upper left. Who's ever heard of an upper left? Do you have an upper left? So yeah, this one will become lower leg. Then foot. And I should be able to leave those ones. Right? So the toes aren't the required part of it. So we should be able to go right upper leg. Okay, and then right lower leg. Not left. I'm such a silly. And then right foot. Okay, and once again, those should all be. And the tail also should be fine. Okay. Then let me look around a little bit. Just in case there's other things. That's the job. Let's look at the README. So... Dependencies written against that. Model space. This sure is tricky. Expressions might be needed. Are any of these required? expression. Okay. Golly. I don't know what to do with any of this. Mafia just entered the Discord chat. Oh boy. Let me double check on that. Hello, hello. Yeah, I see you were there. I was worried you might be talking about something bad there. But it's fine. It looks like Jade has greeted you already. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and hope that here, I just wanted to get you worried. You're very silly like that, you know. That silly pair is what they call you, I think. So this one will be called Export to Rule Rename. The one annoying thing about changing things from Blender is that it means I have to mess with the materials again in Godot. Alright? So allow me to new folder X2. I want to select all of those and put those into. And then if I accidentally put this scene into there, then I will have to change that. No, I did not. That's good. Okie dokie. That should all be fine so far. What I've got to do, and I'll worry about the animation later. Like, we're trying to get to the very most simple part of the thing working, you know? It's just like everything proper. Let me see, is this? And then it's Blender. Then we called this one, it's my with ref. And then export to rule rename. That'll probably be importing, yeah. So this will take just a second while it imports. This is taking, like, is being quite difficult to get all this working. Because the VRM format, I mean, it's a format, right? You have to follow its rules or else it won't work, is the thing. And Godot doesn't know it by default, so I'm using a plugin for it. And the plugin doesn't seem to know everything either, huh? Let me check something real quick, by the way. Let me check. Here, eye tracking is on, okay. Because it didn't seem like it was doing that. Auto blink is off. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. I just, for some reason, like, I've seen, like, the eyes aren't following where I'm looking, is what I've seen. I don't know why that is, but it really could not matter less right now, you know? There are more important things to do. Hey, Maglow. Hope you're doing well. Did I not just import the thing? What? Oh, darn it, I did not mean to put it in there. Okay, let's look at export to rule renaming. Okay, it's out of there. Are you changing your avatar? Pretty good now. Well, so this one here was made in a program called VRM Studio, which is a free program, and it looks a tiny bit generic, is all. You know? Like, I'm a big fan of it and everything. But the thing is that I'd rather it look... I'd let tech I'd rather prove to people that I can do it, you know? Plain and simple, I just want people to know that I can. That I didn't choose this model because I couldn't make it better. And plus, the time to raise concerns over whether or not I should change my model is a little bit past. So I've been working on this for months and months, and now the sunk cost fallacy dictates that I should not stop now. Blah blah blah. That's what that looks like for me. Oh, let's close all that. Then gotta make sure everything does the things. It'll be quicker this time because everything should be pretty much the same. What I've gotta do is, on body with capital, I should look at the, materials and allow them to use the journal. Alright, and then I want to just skip importing this one because we don't need two of the same mesh. Alright. And then... yeah. So we'll re-import like that. Alright. Then here, I might go and go through the... well, actually, I'll leave made experiment, so... and then, I might as well actually... yeah, I can get rid of that one. Wasn't doing anything. Then I can... I guess I actually will play. Out there. And you'll notice the colors are all completely wrong. The position actually does not matter. I want to make a new inherited scene. Save it. Like so. Then I want to clear it from here. The armature should all be fine. And the skeleton and everything should all be fine. Sure looks... wait! Darn it. Hang on. Let me double check that I did not ruin everything. I mean, obviously, I say ruin everything. Like a, oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So the bust isn't something that the VRM format necessarily dictates. So that should be fine. So it should be fine that I've named it that. Or in that manner. So now then, if I put the inheritance, it should be fine if I... let me double check here what I would do. Shader material, yes, but with one. Tune one, then tune one. Tune one, tune one, tune one, tune two, mouse two, tune two block, and tune one. Okay. The first complex, then go cat. Let's use the right order. Actually, I have to do one. Things should be working pretty much to do that. I don't remember why it isn't. Unfortunately. Probably like close it and then open it again. No, that's just... we're looking for export to real meaning. This one, or was this the wrong one? I think this is the wrong one, because it's still .glb. I'm gonna close that. Did I accidentally save it in here? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Rolling. Did I just not save this one? Oh, sure I must have. Yeah, okay. Oh, somehow it got saved into the Springbone templates? What the heck is that about? How dare they? What? Oh, ungodly, this will take a second because it has to make sure it has all the data ready to move before it allows me to actually do the thing. How annoying. Alright. So, let's see. Yep. Right there. It'll be fine. Go back down. And it is where to go. Here, got you. Now it'll load in. Oh, let me just really quickly. Grace, you should not be in there. That's Sharky's spot. The raid with the explosions got things moved around. Okay, so that's done there. And mesh. Because, like, this should be allowing me to change these things, you know? Yeah, so it allows me to put pictures. Okay, so now it's doing the thing I wanted. Good. That's the conflict for... Oh darn, I have to expose some shared parameters first. Dive in there. Then... there. And then this. And with this. Yeah. Okay. Little knowing that I didn't just save the color gradient itself, and I only saved the gradient texture. But it's fine, I'll load. There are apron lines next. But I can kind of, for the most part. I don't say that one. We don't need that one where we're going. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so apron lines to 1, to 1, to 1. It's not until mouth 2 that we start seeing it different. Okay? So I might as well just put these in. And then on mouth 2, I think blue actually also does have... Yeah, Toon 1 is on mouth. Or, blue. Alright. Then blush has... Let's see. We have Toon 2 mouth 2. Then we have Toon 2 blush. Okay. Then we have apron lines, which is gonna be with texture. And this is green texture B. Back there. And this one is the solid colors, so we will use. I actually prefer using the solid colors. If I can find it. And the color gradient is the same. Okay, just a couple more. Then we have the skin. The albedo will be -1. Color gradient will be the exact same as before. Then, and we've got mouth 2. And then the color gradient, I don't think we need one on there, so I will skip it. And then the blush, you've also got to get us this, and then you also don't, I think, need a color gradient. So remember, the reason we're doing all this is because we're trying to see if we can get the exporting to work by renaming different things. We're gonna want to put our solid color. Okay. So that should work fine. Let's double check that. How are you joking? That didn't show up at all. Darn. Okay, but does it appear on this one actually? No, it does not. Okay, that's something else to fix later. Is that those just completely are gone now. But now it should be okay. If I say to save branch as C, right? Or in fact, even no, actually, yeah. We'll cancel. We will say this branch is the same, so we'll say Stella S, I suppose. And then we'll save here, pretend that's all good. Then we will say, do any of these work, by the way? Yeah, okay, good. Most of them do. So we'll save here. I actually want to duplicate this. Oh, okay, an editable copy will duplicate it. Okay. Alright. I want to duplicate this and let's call it my experiment 2. Just because I'm not needing to be creative about it. Oh, it sounds like we ran out of time on the music. Yeah. Let me actually go back to the one we had before and instead use... Let me see if I can find the other one I like. Here. So for those who don't know, I use 4 music. This person here. They're pretty awesome. I like the music a lot. And if you look at their descriptions, they say use an anime production and say please include the name or the URL. I've done that. You can kind of see the URL up there if you're looking closely. I used to copy and paste into chat, but that actually just does not end up being effective. So that is why I don't do that anymore. We did want to open make German 2. Alright. Now I want to remove general skeleton here. Okay. We'll delete this. And we'll delete the animation player for now. It's not the important thing. We'll add skeleton once it allows me. Has to make sure it has all the mesh information, bones. And it's just a bit much, I suppose. Huh? Okay, yeah. From when I thought it froze. It did not, it was simply thinking. Yeah, so I want this here. And then this, we're going to make sure it has edible children. And the head end looks off it over this, I believe. Right? Right, okay. If I save this, now I just need to rename the bones. Or the, no? Wherever I've changed the thing. So for example, let's see. Okay, so those ones will be fine. Head user I also didn't change. Head. Hair I think I might have changed to be lowercase. Yeah, okay. Oh, it will also have... Hang on. Experiment 2. Okay, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Make sure it has a bone map, though. Last time it generated one automatically. When I did that, yeah. Okay, so, we want Stable Collider Zone. And I think somewhere I've got to be able to. Somewhere I think I'm supposed to... Skeleton here. We'll assign that. And then spring bones are sent here. Let's say we're up there. Don't need anything there. Okay. Then we'll delete this from here, but we will put made experiment 2 in there. Once it allows me. Might take just a second. Alright? Because, unfortunately, the tool does not have great documentation. You know? Or at least it doesn't seem to. I looked. Yeah. So I see this briefing here. Says exports models and such, but doesn't actually really seem to work, you know? How to use. This is all it gives me. So we have to just figure it out ourselves, really. Or so it seems. Which is not usually my ideal. And it looks like it, did not in fact put it in there, which kind of is tragic. Oh well. Okay. Bit. Hang on. It's a little bit off. Oh well. So yeah, now we know that all those do the things I'm expecting for the most part. So now when I try... Oh, wait a second. Maybe part of the problem, right, is I'm doing... Let's try this. See what errors we get, if nothing else, right? Wait, what? Oh, I see. This here. Right? Or is that from before? I can't even tell. Okay, a lot of warnings. It's impossible to reserve less capacity. You know what that means. That's on made experiment. I think we said we did it. And for some things were successful. Alright. And to draw doesn't quite work. I actually kind of... This might be the correct one. So I'm pretty sure this is what prints at the start. Bone index out of range. Can't connect bone attachment to node. Oh, okay. Bone name. Head. There. And it will... Index of the attachment. Okay, let's see. Oh, the look off is where it should be. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so that should be fine. That should be fine. So that should be fine once I try again. That's true, it does not have an animation player. Skeleton 3D, missing required humanoid bone hips. Okay. Mom must have head bone attachment with child offset. That's all done there. Export. This is not allowed. Okay. Let's just see if... Did it just do something new? No, okay. This is probably a terrible idea. I'm gonna try just opening up my tracker and seeing if it works. You know? So go file input, choose file, and experiment 2.0. So let's see what it can do. It's up to 99%, it froze. Is it doing anything properly is the question. The shrimple question. Anything happening properly? I don't know. It does not seem like it's working. Okay. Oh. Interesting. So I can't see anything. So I have to wonder if that's because I need to have a camera. Right? Like, I'm just gonna try adding a camera. I'm gonna see if this helps. Because it's very confusing, to say the least, you know? So maybe if I put a file or a camera on it, the file will at least show me something. I don't know. I don't think it's working. I'm gonna close it. Because I am kind of out of time for today. Made some progress at the very least. You know, we found out the physics bones are super duper easy and everything. So I'll just go ahead and save what's not saved. I'll have to keep trying to figure this out when I can, you know? That's tricky. Yeah. Close it out. Can also close out Blender. Then, I don't think Sally is still online or anything. Or online at all today. But I can look a little. Okay, let's see. Anybody I know? Okay, I mean, kind of, but also kind of not. Let's see. Hard to decide, because these aren't people I know though. Interesting. Maybe marching into... Maybe... Trying to just choose one is hard sometimes. Oh, this person's creating a programming language. That's pretty rad. So I will... It looks to me like... Yeah, that's probably C. Which makes sense. I will raid into them. So, thank you guys for watching. Starting the raid. And I'll see you guys next time tomorrow. It's Thursday, which means Dwarf Fortress, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, bye.
this would be -1.